What if I told you that millions of UK pensioners are about to receive the biggest cash boost in over a decade? In just a few months, 13 million people could see their bank accounts grow by up to £473. Stick around, because I'm about to break down exactly who qualifies, how much they'll get, and most importantly, what you need to do to ensure you don't miss out on this massive increase. Before we dive deep into these life-changing numbers, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss our weekly updates on pension news, money-saving tips, and financial strategies that could put thousands of extra pounds in your pocket. Let's start with the question that's probably on your mind right now. Why is this happening? Well, the UK government has confirmed that state pensions will rise by 8.5% from April 2024, thanks to the triple lock system. But what exactly is the triple lock, and why should you care about it? You see, the triple lock is like a safety net for pensioners. It guarantees that state pensions will increase each year by whichever is highest, average earnings growth, inflation, or 2.5%. This year, it's the earnings growth figure of 8.5% that's triggered this substantial increase. But here's where things get interesting. This isn't just a simple across-the-board raise. Think about this for a moment. When was the last time you heard about a guaranteed pay rise of 8.5%? For most working people, such an increase would be unheard of. Yet, for millions of pensioners, this is becoming a reality. But there's more to this story than just the numbers. Let's break down who's affected by this change. The increase will impact two main groups, those on the new state pension and those on the basic state pension. Now, you might be wondering, what's the difference between these two pensions, and which one am I entitled to? The new state pension applies to anyone who reached state pension age after April 6, 2016. If you're getting the full new state pension, you're currently receiving £203.85 per week. With the 8.5% increase, this will jump to £221.20 per week. That's an extra £901 annually. Take a moment to think about what you could do with that additional money. But what about those on the basic state pension? These are people who reached state pension age before April 6, 2016. Currently, they receive £156.20 per week if they're getting the full amount. After the increase, this will rise to £169.50 per week. That's an extra £473 per year. Not quite as much as the new state pension recipients, but still a significant boost to their income. Now, here's where things get a bit more complex. You might be thinking, do I automatically get the full amount? Well, that depends on your national insurance contribution record. This brings us to another crucial question. How many years of contributions do you need for the full pension? For the new state pension, you typically need 35 qualifying years of national insurance contributions. For the basic state pension, it's 30 years. But don't panic if you haven't got the full amount. You can still receive a portion of the state pension based on your contributions. Here's something many people don't realize. You can check your national insurance record online through the government's website. And if you find gaps, you might be able to fill them by making voluntary contributions. But should you? That's a question we need to explore carefully. Let's talk about voluntary contributions for a moment. They can be particularly valuable if you're close to retirement age and want to maximize your pension. However, they're not always the best option for everyone. It depends on various factors, including your age, current contribution record, and overall financial situation. But the pension increase isn't just about the numbers, it's about real people and real lives. Consider Margaret, a hypothetical retiree who relies primarily on her state pension. This increase could mean the difference between struggling to heat her home during winter and being able to maintain a comfortable living temperature. Or think about John, who might finally be able to afford those regular visits to see his grandchildren in another city. However, there's another question we need to address. Is this increase enough? With inflation still affecting everyday costs, from groceries to energy bills, some argue that even with this substantial rise, pensioners might still struggle to keep up with the cost of living. Let's put this into perspective. While an 8.5% increase sounds impressive, we need to consider what this means in real terms. For someone on the full new state pension, it's about an extra £17.35 per week. Is this enough to cover the rising costs of essential items? This brings us to an important discussion about financial planning and additional sources of retirement income. Speaking of additional income, let's talk about other benefits that pensioners might be entitled to. Many people don't realize that alongside their state pension, They might qualify for other support such as pension credit, housing benefit, or winter fuel payment. These additional benefits could significantly boost your overall income. Pension credit, in particular, is seriously underclaimed. It's estimated that hundreds of thousands of eligible pensioners aren't claiming this benefit, which could be worth thousands of pounds annually. But why aren't people claiming it? Often, it's simply because they don't know about it or assume they won't qualify. This brings us to another important question. How can you check if you're eligible for these additional benefits? The government provides a benefits calculator on their website, but many people find it confusing or overwhelming. Don't worry, I'll explain how to use it effectively later in the video. Now, let's address some common concerns about the pension increase. First, will this affect other benefits you might be receiving? The short answer is, it might. Any increase in your income could potentially impact means-tested benefits. However, the thresholds for these benefits usually increase alongside pension rises. Another question I often hear is, will I have to pay tax on my increased pension? This depends on your total income. The personal allowance currently stands at £12,570. And if your total income, including your state pension and any other income sources, exceeds this, you'll need to pay tax on the amount above the threshold. But here's something many people don't consider. How can you make the most of this increased income? Should you save it, invest it, or use it to improve your quality of life? The answer depends on your individual circumstances, but it's worth thinking about how to make this extra money work best for you. Looking ahead, what does this pension increase mean for the future of the triple lock? Some economists argue that it's becoming too expensive to maintain, while others insist it's vital for protecting pensioners' living standards. This debate could affect future pension increases, so it's something worth keeping an eye on. Consider this, the triple lock has been in place since 2010, and since then, it's helped to reduce pension poverty significantly. But with an aging population and increasing pressure on public finances, can it continue indefinitely? This uncertainty makes it even more important to plan for your retirement beyond just relying on the state pension. This brings us to another crucial point: the importance of having multiple income streams in retirement. While the state pension provides a valuable foundation, having additional sources of retirement income, whether through private pensions, investments, or other means, can provide greater financial security. So, what are the key takeaways from all this? First, the 8.5% increase is happening, and it's significant. Second, different people will receive different amounts depending on their pension type and contribution record. And third, there are additional benefits available that could further boost your income. But perhaps the most important message is this: don't just passively wait for these changes to happen. Take action now to ensure you're getting everything you're entitled to. Check your national insurance record, investigate additional benefits, and consider seeking professional financial advice if you're unsure about anything. Remember, financial security in retirement isn't just about the state pension, it's about understanding all your options and making informed decisions about your future. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell to stay updated on all our financial content, and leave a comment below telling us what topics you'd like us to cover next. Until next time, stay financially savvy. Thanks for watching. Check out our playlist on pension tips and retirement planning for more valuable information. See you in the next video.